Here in the I button and in description box below will get complete playlist of infinite series. Welcome to video number 21, and in this video we are going to study a very important topic, that is Cauchy's integral test. This test is helpful to check the you can say whether the series is convergent or divergent. Okay, very important topic. Okay, in this video we are going to see what is Cauchy's integral test, and in the later part of this video, yes, in this video number 21, I'm going to solve a very good question. Okay, yes, in next video, that is in video number 22, I will be solving another question on this topic, and I'm sure that is if you make notes on these two videos, that is video number 21 and 22, you will be having a very good hold over this topic. Okay, yes. So before I start this topic, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and if you learn something from my videos, then please hit the like button and do share the playlist of this chapter with your friends. Okay, in this way you are going to support me, and I really need your support. Okay, it is just a request. So let us start. If summation n equals to 1 to infinity un is equals to summation n equals to 1 to infinity f of n is a positive term series. Okay, here you can see un, which is nth term of, okay, un is what? Un is the nth term of any series. Okay, summation un is what? Positive term series. Here nth term of this series is equals to f of n. Okay, yes. If summation n equals to 1 to infinity un is equals to summation n equals to 1 to infinity f of n is a positive term series when f of n decreases as the value of n increases. Okay, yes, as the value of n increases, the function decreases. It is, if you, yes, it is just like this. In the x-axis put n, and in the y-axis you simply put f of n. Okay, as the value of n increases, this function decreases. So it is somewhat like this. Okay, yes, so n increases, f of n decreases. Okay, then, okay, and let this integral, that is integration 1 to infinity f of x dx equals to some value L. Okay, and this value L is going to tell me whether the series is convergent or divergent. How? Yes, summation un is convergent if the integral is, yes, finite. Okay, if the integral comes out to be finite, then the series is said to be convergent. But if the value of this integral comes out to be infinite, in that case we can say that the series is what? Divergent. Okay, very important lines. That is, the series is convergent if L is finite, the series is divergent if L is infinite. Okay, yes, here you can find what is un. From un we can find f of n. From f of n we can find f of x. Yes, how can we find f of x? By simply putting x in place of n, you will get f of x. Then we will integrate this with respect to x, and the limit will be from 1 to infinity. Okay, then we will try to find the value of this integral. If the value of this is finite, then the series is said to be convergent. If the value of this integral is infinite, then the series is said to be divergent. Okay, I hope that this part is very much clear to you. Okay, yes, let us start a problem. Very good question. Okay, yes, show that the series summation n equals to 1 to infinity 1 upon n to the power p is convergent if p is more than 1 and is divergent if p is less than or equals to 1. I repeat, show that the series summation n equals to 1 to infinity 1 upon n to the power p is convergent if p is more than 1 and is divergent if p is less than or equals to 1. Okay, here you can see this is what? This is my un. Un equals to 1 upon n to the power p, which is also equals to f of n. I have already told you un is my f of n. From here we can find f of x. How? Simply put n in place of, simply put x in place of n. So f of x will become 1 upon x to the power p. Fine. Now, yes, simply find this integration part, that is integration 1 to infinity f of x dx. Now f of x is what? 1 upon x to the power p. Simply write here, that is integration 1 to infinity 1 upon x to the power p dx. Now here in the Cauchy integral test, we need to take the help of limit. Okay, while solving this integration, we need to take the help of limit because of this infinity. Okay, yes, so this is going to be limit m tends to infinity integration 1 to m. Okay, here we have replaced infinity by m, so here limit n tends to infinity integration 1 to m 1 upon x to the power p dx. Now we can take this in the numerator part, then this will become x to the power minus p. Okay, I hope you have understood up to this. Okay, now if you integrate this part, yes, integration of x to the power m, x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 upon x, x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1, that is limit m tends to infinity x to the power minus p plus 1 upon minus p plus 1. Now the limit is from 1 to m. Put the limit, that is 1 to m. Now if you put the upper limit and lower limit, you will get limit m tends to infinity. Here if you put m, you will get m to the power 1 minus p upon 1 minus p. Okay, now simply upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so if you put 1 in place of x, 1 power anything will become 1, so it is 1 upon 1 minus p. Okay, I hope that you have understood up to this step. Okay, now we are going to discuss very important part of this video. Okay, yes, if p value is more than 1, then the limit becomes minus 1 upon 1 minus p. How? Let us see. Here it is saying the value of p is more than 1. Let's suppose p is how much? 2. Okay, if p is 2, it is more than 1. Okay, here if you see m to the power 1 minus 2, what is p? It is 2. So m to the power 1 minus 2 is what? M to the power minus 1. Okay, now this can be written as 1 upon m. Okay, now if you put limit m tends to infinity, this is going to be 0. Okay, because since m is infinity, this 1 upon m will become 0. So this part will become 0. Okay, this whole part will become 0. Now you are simply left with minus of 1 upon 1 minus p. Minus of 1 upon 1 minus p, which is going to give me a finite value. Okay, this is going to give me a finite value when p is more than 1. Okay, so you can say the integration is finite when p is more than 1. Okay, now let us see what happens when p is less than 1. Okay, let's suppose p is how much? 0. Okay, which is less than 1. So if you put p equals to 0, here we have m to the power 1. Okay, now if you put the limit, that is m equals to infinity, this part is going to be infinite. Okay, this will become infinite, so this part will become infinite, and infinite minus anything will become infinite. Okay, so the integration becomes infinite when p is less than 1. Okay, so the integration becomes finite when p is more than 1, and the integration becomes infinite when p is less than 1. Okay, but what if the value of p is equals to 1? Here we have studied about two cases, that is p is more than 1 and p is less than 1. But if the value of p is equals to 1, in that case f of x is what? 1 upon x. What is f of x? F of x is 1 upon x to the power p, and when p equals to 1, this f of x will become 1 upon x. Okay, yes, here you can see if p equals to 1, f of x equals to 1 upon x. Now again we will try to find the integration of this, that is integration 1 to infinity f of x dx. In place of f of x we need to write 1 upon x. Now we will take the help of limit. So limit m tends to infinity, integration 1 to m, okay, 1 upon x dx. Now integration of 1 upon x dx is what? Log of x. Okay, yes, here you can write limit m tends to infinity, this part will become log of x, limit is from 1 to m. Okay, now again simply write limit m tends to infinity, simply put the limit. Okay, that is log m minus log 1. What is log 1? This is 0. Okay, so you're left with limit m tends to infinity log of m. If you put m equals to infinity, this will become log of infinity. Log of infinity is how much? Infinity. Okay, now you can see if p equals to 1, the integration becomes infinity. Okay, so finally we can say that is, yes, very important line, the integral that is integration 1 to infinity f of x is finite. Yes, the integration is finite if p is more than 1. Okay, when p is more than 1, the integration is finite, and the integral is infinite when p is less than 1. Okay, when p is less than 1 and when p equals to 1, because in both the case you are getting integration as infinity. Okay, yes, the integral is finite if p is more than 1 and is infinite if p is less than equals to 1. So finally we can say that is hence by Cauchy's integral test, the series is convergent. Okay, the series comes out to be convergent when the value of p is more than 1 and is divergent when the value of p is, yes, less than 1 or equals to 1. Okay, I repeat this once again. Hence by Cauchy's integral test, the series is convergent when p is more than 1, because the value when p is more than 1, the integration is not infinite. Okay, it is finite. Okay, and is divergent. Okay, and is divergent when p is less than or equals to 1, because in this case only you got the integral as infinite. Okay, yes, I hope that you have learned something from this video. If this is the case, then please hit the like button and do share the playlist of this chapter with your friends. Okay, thank you so much.